Iranian President Ebrahim Raisi and his foreign minister have been killed in a helicopter crash. Their deaths confirmed by Iranian state media overnight, triggering a massive response across the Middle East and around the world. You're watching Fox and Friends First here on a Monday morning. I'm Todd Pyro.
And I'm Carly Shimkus. Iran's government calling together a, quote, extraordinary meeting to determine the next steps. Because news of the leader's death comes as Iran plays an influential role in the current instability in the Middle East. State media in Iran confirming the death of President Ebrahim Raisi and that helicopter along with the country's foreign minister, as well as other officials in security. It comes after a visit to the border with Azerbaijan to meet with his counterparts that Raisi's helicopter went missing. This is a closer look at the suspected crash site about 12 miles south of the Azerbaijan-Iranian border. And
breaking right now, the Iranian President Ebrahim Raisi and his foreign minister have been killed in a helicopter crash. Their deaths confirmed by Iranian state media overnight, triggering a massive response across the Middle East and around the world.
Yeah, that was
You're watching Fox and Friends First here on a Monday morning.
Even for the other side? Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so as you guys know, it's been a battle between, Iran and Israel. They've been bombing each other and everything. I believe Israel bombed them, attacked them first, and then Iran tried to strike back and with drones, and the U.S. and UK shot them down and everything. As now we're seeing this as now the Iranian president has been killed in a helicopter crash. So, it does sound suspicious to me because it could be an inside job. You never know what it is, but this is right here is breaking news and everything. So I just want to sit, because like I said, Iran and Israel was going to have a little war against each other, but now the president of Iran is dead. I'm gonna pass it to you guys. I'm gonna start with you, Hakeem. Do you feel like this was an inside job? How do you feel about the situation with Iran?
I look at it as a freak accident. I think it's just a normal accident. They traveled and they're down. There was no missiles that shot down the president. This was RP to Kobe. This is another Kobe situation. Now, the Persians has been the most hated in the Middle East. Israel does not like them. Just to give people a little quick backstory, because they say that Iran supplied guns, ammunition to different Islamic groups throughout the Middle East, causing the instability. But as we know, the Iranian president and the foreign minister were the most hated in the world because they spoke their mind and they did not shy about it. These were two leaders who loved their country and loved their people. I'm going to put respect on their name. I hope they rest in peace. I hope the families rest in peace. Because let me tell you something. It's good that you picked this topic because I want people to be very careful on who they call evil or who they have an issue with. Netanyahu is still to this day running a campaign where innocent children and kids are being unalived. We can say who we want to say. I know a lot of people. I know America did not like the Iranians. We've been having issues with them since the 80s. They are not to be controlled. They do not want to be controlled. They do not want Western influence. So I pray for the families of the Iranian president and prime minister. I just look at this as a freak accident. Go ahead.
Yeah, for me, like hearing the story and doing a little research about it and everything, it does seem like a freak accident. I hopefully, maybe later on the line we might hear something about being an inside job that somebody from the inside trying to take out our Iranian president. But yeah, it's like I say, it was really a foggy day going up in the mountains, and when I'm gonna go back to that Kobe situation, I remember when he passed away. and how foggy it was. I remember taking a train, getting off of work, it's about 10, maybe 9, got to work 9:30. You know, it was foggy, and then took the train back home, went outside, and I remember, you know, at the area I used to live at, you could turn around, you could see the skyline of downtown LA and everything. And once I, you know, turn around that day, look how, you know, turn around and see how foggy it was. I could not see the skyline of fogginess and everything. So with that, the COVID situation, I could say, you know, it was really foggy. And, you know, go around this, I think it was Santa Monica Mountains, and when he, you know, plane crash hit the mountains and he passed away. So yeah, and also, you know, the elevation too and everything. It gets windy and everything. So, well, how's it look like? How can I agree with you? It looked like it was a freak accident, especially when it's foggy. You're around the mountains. You know, you really can't see anything. You know, I don't care how great the problem can be. You cannot see what's going on out there until you hit something and it happens and everything. But yeah, this right here is you know it's just, you know, it's heartbreaking for the people and for the Iranians and everything, and you know, also dealing with, you know, dealing with Israel at this time. So yeah, man, my prayers go out to the his family, you know, and everything, which is unfortunate, tragic right there. That's right. You just want to say something? Or no.
No. Where's Ron at?
He's popped his Wi-Fi.
Yeah. So the principalities of power play. No, most definitely. We're playing war games. Like, if anybody ever, this was going on. These people who sit in these Oval Offices are playing war games with people's lives. Some people are just blessed enough, but I tell you this, I'm telling you right now, the Iranians, the Persians, to put respect on their name, they are Persians. They're not Arabs. They're not to be played with. They're not here to kiki. They're not here to fun. They like the life, the way they live. They do not want to be told what to do.
They're very strict.
They're very strict. You see many of them in LA. A lot of Persians live in LA. It's one definitely.
So it's already World War III about to start.
Oh, and listen here, Sophia Grace has y'all need to go to her channel. She has the first chapter to people's history of the United States. We need to wake up and smell the coffee and have an open eye on people. We here in America are blinded by American politics and forget history to understand.
Mm-hmm.
We need to understand who we are as people and what these folks is doing. So
I told you, remember how we, United States, how we try to protect our Pacific borders, because, and you know how China is flying over Taiwan, because we're at Taiwan. I forgot why they're flying over, but they're flying over Taiwan and everything, and you know, because there might be stuff when there's a possibility that China may, I'm not saying you can't, may attack the U.S. and everything by getting at Taiwan and everything, but yeah, people, just open your eyes and see what's going on outside the world, you know, different, you know, countries and continents, what's going on in Africa, what's going on in Asia. Especially the Middle East, as we see, that's the biggest topics and everything. But yeah, there's a lot of things going on around us in the world, people. So I just want you guys to see what's going on in the world, and you know, who gets along, who don't get along.
Shout out to Eric Brown, man. Whenever you're ready, you can come up here. Gore says Persians live around Westwood and Glendale.
That's
have a few friends there.
I was just in Westwood. Taking my wife to for an interview.
Yeah,
that's facts.
Very, 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 very nice. And listen here. This gets even crazier. You ready for this?
Go ahead.
When I tell you this will tell you how we're not too different. He says, all of these immigrants, one guy I follow saw a whole plane of special force immigrants. He recognized the tattoo. Yes. Here's the funny thing about why the Saudis don't like Iran or Yemen, because of religion. because of religion. They're Shiite. These guys are Sunni. This all dates back to the Prophet Muhammad. When I tell you the stuff is so trivial and so stupid, it even goes to the untouchables, that little region there,
Yeah, that's true.
who
Yeah.
we dare not speak their name, who they're oppressing, who they're doing their things in all sorts of manner over there, goes back to religion, which they're historically wrong. And that's all I go say. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, sorry for the technical issues. It's my Wi-Fi connection now. It should be up and running, so I had to go check on that, make sure everything's good with that. So no, but at the same time, when it came to the Iranian president, a lot of people calling it to be an assassination because the simple fact is, no, it came out of nowhere, especially for that, especially in a foreign land because apparently the plane crashed on top of I think a mountain, if I'm not mistaken. So it came to be a very bizarre situation, and people saying that was one of the biggest distractions that was over the weekend because it happened over the weekend. But remember, everybody's mind was focused on P Diddy. Nobody knew exactly what was going on, of course, over there in the Middle East. So especially when you got the Gaza war, you got the Ukrainian war, and now you got the president of Iran. Pretty much, they calling it to be an assassination. It's just very alarming. A lot of people say we headed to World War III, which which to me I still think we're not, but a lot of people think we are. Because after that situation what happened to the Iranian president, but a lot of people are celebrating his demise. To be honest with you, because a lot of people say he was a bad president. So I'm just speaking facts. But go ahead.
It's crazy you say that. This is what the Western media has portrayed. And we're not even know. He's a person who is beloved by his people. You know what I mean? Like, and this is why I say it's crazy how the Western media promotes something when our laundry is so dirty. Bleach can't get it out here. Lord Jesus. And listen, funny enough, Sophia Grace, Netanyahu would never go to jail.